Hello and welcome to the second video in the warm-up playlist. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, but now we are continuing on from the body release exercises and onto the breath exercises. Let us begin. We touched on rib release in the previous video, but we will do them again as this is purely a breath exercise video. So start off again with a nice stretch and yawn and re-engage that body. Again, no strenuous movements, all movements within your means, with ease and without stress or strain. Let those yawns come out, those funny yawns. I was guilty then, eyes open, engage the world around you. Little stretches, big stretches, just wherever you're feeling any tightness, breathe into them. Always breathe. It is rather important. And there we go. So let us go straight into one of those arm rib stretches again. Right arm up, lean over, breathe in, feel your ribs expand, and then out on a F sound, just gently tap those ribs. And again. Once more. And bring it to center and arm down. Remember, very, very little taps on your ribs. You don't want to be whacking yourself. You're only going to damage your ribs or your muscles. You just want to gently allow the muscles to release, the intercostals between the ribs. On the other side, left arm up, lean over, breathe into your ribs, and little tapping. 3 on an F. Final one. And let that arm float down to your side. Now we did the following exercise in the previous video, these step and arm stretches to help release the ribs. Because this is the second time you're doing it, allow yourself just to put a bit more of a stretch into your ribs and into the reach. Again, we are not straining and we are not hurting ourselves, but because you have done a bodily warm-up already, you can allow yourself a bit more effort to be placed into that reach. So 8, 4 on each side, alternating each time. Follow me. Don't forget to breathe. Seven and 8. Straight away we're going to take that into the forward reaches. You're stepping forward and to the side, a little diagonal, letting this arm come forward almost like a wing, so you feel that stretch in the back of your ribs, and aim to reach forward, not up or sideways, a nice forward reaching movement. So that alternating on each side, straight after those upward reaches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really feel that stretch more in the back of your ribs rather than the side. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let yourself flop over again. Sorry, I'm very near to the mic again. Nice and floppy, head loose, arms loose. Bend the knees, drop the backside, and allow yourself to roll up. Now, this is probably going to be very noisy. Arms out and wrap them around yourself. You probably can't hear me now. A nice tight hug. Again, with no sense of strain. You're not holding it as if you're crushing yourself. It's just nice and neat. You can move your neck. It's firm but not tight. And it's allowing your back to just open up a little bit more. So with that, lower your head. With your head in that lowered position, breathe in. Almost aim the breath to come in and fill your back rather than filling the top of your chest or the side of your lungs. Aim that breath to come in and place it in your back. When it's there and your head is down, just let your breath out on a shh sound, as if you're trying to tell someone to be quiet. Shh. So your head is down, breathe into your back, and a slow and a sustained shh sound. So breathe in. Breathe in again and let your body fall over or flop forward like our spine rolls, but you're still holding this hug. So like this. I'll lean forward and then turn to the side so you can see what it looks like. You can obviously remain in the same position. Again, the hug around your ribs is secure but not overly tight. You're just allowing the back of your ribs to open, not that head, just to make sure nothing is being held. And again, breathe into your back and release your breath on another sh sound, SH, and breathe. Shh. Whilst you're releasing the breath, you may just want to bounce your upper body a little bit, not hugely. You're not doing big bounces like this, just a little pulse, and continuing that sh sound until you have finished your breath. Then release your arms, let them dangle, bend the knees, drop the backside, build the vertebra, and come up to standing. Now, re-engage that hug. Increase the gap between your feet to just beyond shoulder width and turn that into a squat. You're aiming to keep your heels on the floor. If you can't and you need to be on your tiptoes, that's fine. Again, just do what your body allows you to do. In this position, drop your head, breathe into your back again, and let out that breath once more on a sh sound. Breathe in and out. Now, allow yourself to move onto all fours. Slowly get onto your side. I'm saying slowly because, again, you don't want to be straining yourself. Your body is in a delicate state at the moment whilst you're warming up. You don't want to strain anything. Allow yourself to come onto your back into what we call semi-supine. Your back will be mostly flat on the ground, but where your spine naturally curves in your lower back, it will come off the ground just a little bit. That's fine, no need to force it flat on the ground. And then your feet, shoulder width, flat on the floor. And just allow yourself to lie there and just enjoy the sensation of the floor supporting you. And breathe. So just take a moment to enjoy doing nothing, but breathe. And feel your back releasing. And send your breath into your stomach and out and into the back of your ribs and out. Then visualize sending your breath to both your stomach and the back of your ribs at the same time. It's as if you're imagining a column of air flowing down into you and filling your stomach and the back of your ribs in one movement, and you're creating space for that breath to come in. We're going to help that sensation now by lifting up both legs, giving them a hug, rock gently from side to side, very small movements. And then again, in this hug position, breathe in and imagine that the air is aiming for the back of your ribs. You want to be picturing inflating your back. So breathe in and out, and just imagine the air coming into the back of your ribs. Now, we're going to exhale 3 breaths on the favourite SH sound. Let your legs gently part, but support them if you want to. Don't have a huge strenuous sensation of your legs being pulled out to the side. Just let them fall to where they fall to. But if you want to support them a little bit, go ahead and do that. With these deeper breaths, we're aiming for the back of the ribs, but as low as you can in your stomach. You want to create as much space as you can so that we start increasing our capacity. Basically having a greater reservoir of breath for when we move on to text. So support those legs, breathe in again to the back of your ribs, and as low in your stomach as you can picture your breath going. And then we will exhale on alternating an F, a S, an S, S, and then once more a sh, an SH. So follow my lead. We will start with an F, an S, and then a sh, an SH sound. So breathe in, back of the ribs, and as low as you can into your stomach without straining. Bring in that breath, and without waiting, I'm obviously talking, go straight into the S sound. I will do it again when we move on to the SH without pausing to explain. So we'll go from the S into the SH sound. Let your legs come up. You may feel slightly achy because you have been in a stretch for a little while. Let your feet return to the floor and just enjoy being on your back for a little bit and breathe. And we're back to standing. When you do stand up nice and slowly. Don't strain. You've done a lot of good work on the floor. The last thing you want to do is ruin it. We were talking about capacity there, and doing those breath exercises to lower the breath and make it feel as though it's coming into your back rather than just up here. You'll find you can't really produce much sound or have the ability to sustain long speech or long thoughts if you're breathing just into your chest. So those exercises on the ground are designed to lower your breath and create space in your body. We can now put that exercise to use by doing a very simple exercise in counting. We haven't warmed up our voice yet, so keep the counting volume very low. You don't want to be projecting 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. is a perfect volume. So what are we going to do? We're going to exhale everything within us without straining, and then just very naturally let the breath refill. You're not gasping for air, you're just exhaling and letting the breath naturally refill. Once that has happened, start counting and see how far you can get. Maybe you want to aim for 35, and we're not doing 1, 2, 3, because no one speaks like that. Count in a way or in a style in which people speak. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for example. So empty your lungs, spring the breath, and then immediately start counting and see how far you get. If you only get to 18, 20, 25, fine. Then stop. You don't want to be forcing out the last bit of breath, because we don't do that in real life. This is purely an exercise to help you start to grow your capacity, which can only be useful when you are doing those long classical speeches. So here we go. Empty your lungs. Never strain. Just comfortably empty. Spring open and then start counting. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. And I came to a stop and just let the air refill. If you start getting the sensation of, oh my God, I can't get any more sound out, you've gone too far. So when that happens, just stop and let the breath respring into your belly and your back and start again. So let's do it a couple more times, and I won't speak in between the breath resets to allow you to do it alongside me. If you're only getting to 20s, 25s, absolutely fine. You're just starting. But allow your breath to respring in and continue the count. But we want to do this exercise really only 3 to 5 times. You don't want to strain your voice because you haven't warmed your voice yet, and you are still new to this idea of expanding breath capacity. It takes time. So here we go. I'm going to do it 2 more times. Empty your lungs. Spring the breath, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. And allow yourself to do that almost conversationally, maybe picturing pinning numbers to the wall as you're saying it. It will bring your attention away from the exercise of, oh my word, I've got to get so many numbers out on such a limited amount of breath. If you put your attention elsewhere, which is what you'll be doing on stage anyway, putting your attention on the other person, it will help with this exercise, but allow you to keep doing it anyway. So that is the end of today's breath exercise video. I hope you find it useful. We will do a little debrief now. The objective of these exercises is to activate, awaken the ribs, open them up, and drop the breath. The sensation that it's coming from deeper within you, that you have greater reserves and feel confident in delivering longer speeches or longer thoughts requiring a single breath, especially in classical text. The next video will be vocal warm-ups, how to start actively engaging the voice safely and without straining, and finally moving on to actual text, actual acting. Follow the on-screen link to the next video, and remember to keep up the exercises. It takes a lot of work to increase breath capacity, but it'll disappear very quickly when you stop practicing. As always, have fun. It's a play, darling. My name is Kai, but you can call me Caius.